My name is Aisha Ibrahim Debon, welcoming you to Special Report on Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Television. Today on the program, we will be bringing the official flag off of youth training in Agro Sylvo Pastoral and Halietic value chain on the model of aquaculture. The training, which is a collaboration between AFCN and ECOWAS, is set to empower youth across Nigeria in aquaculture. Declaring the event open is Dr. Abubakar Adamu Dabam, the Executive Secretary of Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, who said the training is a strategic intervention to address the youth unemployment, enhancing food security, and promoting sustainable aquaculture development in West Africa.
And Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, which has been demanded to manage, supervise, and regulate agricultural research training and extension activities of 16 national agricultural research institutes and 18 federal colleges of agriculture in Nigeria. The theme of this year's training, Sustainable Fish Farming Using Black Soldier Flower Layers, BSFR. In both strategies and forward-looking, it aligns with regional priorities on youth employment, food security, environmental sustainability, and the development of a circular bioeconomy within the aquatic food sector. This training is the third in the series under this collaboration. In the first two editions, 230 youth were successfully trained and empowered. This year, 200 youth will be trained concurrently across 4 specialized institutions: ARCN, the National Institute for Fishery, the Freshwater and Fishery Research through NEFRI, the Nigerian Institute of Oceanography and Marine Research, NIOMA, and the Nigerian Store Produce Research Institute, NESRI. The multi-institutional approach ensures comprehensive exposure to production system, feed innovation, post-harvest management, and agro-business development. Ladies and gentlemen, the training models are deliberately value chain oriented and include the following: black soldier flower larvae production for sustainable aquatic food system, freshwater brackish and marine fish production, fish processing, packaging, and value addition, and aquaculture economic and business plan development. These integration structures ensure that participants acquire not only technical production skills, but also entrepreneurial and financial competency necessary for building valuable aquaculture enterprise. West Africa is one of the youngest regions in the world. According to the United Nations estimate, more than 60% of the sub-Saharan African population is under the age of 20. The World Bank project that millions of young Africans will enter the labor market annually over the next decade. This presents a historic opportunity for economic transformation if we equip our youth with relevant market-driving skills. However, the youth unemployment and underemployment remain major challenges across the region. Recent labor force statistics continue to show that young people are disproportionately affected by unemployment and labor underutilization. This underscores the urgent need for deliberate investment in technical skill, entrepreneurship, and innovative driving sectors, such as aquaculture. Aquaculture is one of the fastest growing food production sectors globally. These food and agricultural organizations, FAO, report that aquaculture now supply more than half of the aquatic animals consumed worldwide. Yet Africa continues to face significant fish supply deficiency despite its vast inland and marine resources. In Nigeria and across West Africa, rising demand for fish presents a clear opportunity for youth-led agro-business expansion and value additions and import substitution. One of the major constraints in agriculture is the higher cost of feeds, which can account for up to 60-70% of production costs. Sustainable alternatives are therefore critical. Black soda flyers never technology offers an innovative solution. Insect-based protein provides a valuable substitute for conventional fish meal and soybean meal. This production promotes waste recycling, reduces pressure on the white fish stock, lower environmental footprint, and improve profitability for fish farmers. It is against this backdrop that ECOWAS, through its youth empowerability and Agricultural Development Initiative is implementing this job creation program, leveraging technologies that are generated by the Royal Center of Excellence in Agriculture in Nigeria across the ECOWAS region. Center of Excellence Civilization focused on priority commodities to strengthen research, innovation, dissemination, and regional capacity building. Nigeria centers. To our young beneficiaries, I congratulate you on your selection. You are not just a trainee, you are a future employer, innovator, and changer agent. In the agriculture sector, I encourage you to participate actively, build network, and fully internalize the knowledge and skill provided beyond this training. You are expected to replicate and disseminate those technologies within your communities, contribute to the food security, job creation, and sustainable economic growth across the West Africa. I extend my sincere appreciation to ECOWAS, CORAF, our implementing institutions, facilitators, and all stakeholders of their continued commitment to youth empowerment and cultural information in the region. On this note, it is my honor and privilege to formally declare open the edition of 2026 training and wish you a productive and practical training session.
The regional coordinator of the program, Dr. Charity Obeta, said participants will receive training on black soldier fly larva production, freshwater, brackish, and marine fish farming.
ECOWAS to come up with this program. This program aims to promote and integrate the young people into the agricultural sector, and they will offer them sustainable employment prospects in order to reduce the rate of unemployment and uncontrolled migration of the youth. The target of ECOWAS is to integrate up to 20% of youth entering, up to 25% of youth entering the labor market into the agricultural value chains by the year 2030. And that is why they are funding about 3 West African countries to do this training, and Nigeria is one of them. The Regional Center of Excellence in Agriculture is a center domiciled in Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, and it has been pinpointed and selected to train the youth in agriculture. This is because of our comparative advantage. Other countries are training in other areas. It's because of the meager budget they have. Otherwise, some other participants would have been taken. Participants would have come from other countries, like the previously we had participants from other countries, because this training is regional. So what we are doing, we are going to do here is to build the capacity of young people in agriculture value chain by equipping them with the technical and entrepreneurial tools they need to engage effectively in this area with a view to reducing unemployment rate. Our ultimate goal is not only to train, but to empower the youth to establish businesses. Okay, it's not only to come and attend the training. We have to guide you after the training within the period of 6 months to make sure that you are able to establish something. So this training is not going on only in ARC. We have specialized institutions with experts in agriculture across the country. About 4 of them, ARCN is one of them. We have one in the Nigerian Institute for Oceanography and Marine Research. We have a center there. They are training participants on how to produce brackish water fish species. They are actually focusing on species like tilapia, especially the red chin tilapia and Guinean tilapia, to promote that. And we also have another training center in National Institute for Freshwater Fisheries Research in Niger State. They will be training our participants, the beneficiaries, also in Niger State on how to culture different species of freshwater fish, including catfish. We have other freshwater fish they also want to diversify too. to have another training center in Niger State, in Kwara State, in Lorry. They are training participants on fish value addition. So the beneficiaries we're seeing here are just like 1/4 of the number we are training. Some of them are actually online with us. So in RCN here, we are focusing on sustainable fish farming using black soldier fly larvae. This actually was, we came about this because over the years we've trained. This is the third time we are training, and most times when we follow up on those we've trained, most of them are out of business because they cannot afford the fish feed. I said, okay, instead of just training people on aquaculture, let's train them on how they can produce their own farm feed to reduce the cost of feeding the fish. So you will see that we have established a very nice unit for black soldier fly larvae production that we will use to train the youth. And it is a sustainable and environmentally friendly source of fish feed. Not only fish feed, it's livestock feed, poultry, and at the end you also get very fantastic organic fertilizer coming from it. Okay? So that those who are here, you could produce it and sell to poultry farmers, livestock farmers, and also fish farmers. So at the end of this program, we are expected to train 200 in all. Okay? So you can see the population of Nigeria. Nigeria is about 240 something million, 242 million. We only train 200 youth. Okay? So you have your own role to play. So it's a kind of train the trainer we're going to do. When you go home, you replicate this, pass it on to your friends, your colleagues, and teach them how to do, because you can't reach out to everybody. Okay? So you are the target focal points, and you are the champions, the youth aquaculture champions. You have been selected to train others across the country. In a special way, I want to say a big thank you to the Executive Secretary. It wasn't easy. He knows what I'm talking about. He passed through a lot to ensure that this training, is happening now. The ECOWAS is here, we have issues with, funding and all that, but the Executive Secretary, had to, give us a very great support. Thank you very much, sir. To the participants, I encourage us to take advantage of this golden opportunity, and to maximize this opportunity given to us, so that we will achieve the set objective. So at the end of the day, the training, out of the 200 we are training, expected that over 150 will develop new businesses, at least new 150 businesses from this program.
To Nigeria and to ECOWAS, Dr. Hussein Gadeng, and we sincerely appreciate the opportunity to participate in this important event. On behalf of FAO, I would like to commend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, ECOWAS, CORAF, and other partners on this timely initiative focused on youth training in aquaculture business. Programs such as this are critical as Nigeria's aquaculture sector continues to offer strong opportunities for food security, employment creation, and inclusive economic growth. Young people are the central to the future of the sector and the nation, and when equipped with both technical and business management skills, they are better positioned to build sustainable enterprises that can drive transformation across the aquaculture value chain and the country. FAO remains committed to working with government institutions, research bodies, and private sector partners to strengthen aquaculture value chains through capacity development, improved management practices, and stronger management linkages. The initiative of black soldier fly larvae is very passionate to me personally
because I've seen how it has transformed lives. So to the participants, I'm calling you ambassadors moving on because you are the champions of this initiative. I encourage you to take full advantage of this training because I'll say you are the 1% of the 1%. So you are really privileged to be part of this. So please take full advantage by building network, exchange ideas, and position yourselves as the next generation of leaders in Nigeria's aquaculture sector. So please, try as much as possible to get to know each other, build strength from community and networks, and the sky will just be your starting point.
Fish feed production is what? Fish meal. And fish meal is important and very, very expensive. Fish meal alone takes about 40% of the cost of feed production, which is very, very high. And then soya meal. So what other alternatives are we looking at? Then thank God for this black soldier fly larvae. Black soldier fly larvae is very, very nutritious. It's rich in protein. It's about 40 to 45 to 60% protein, which is comparable to fish meal. Not only that, the amino acid content of this black soldier fly is very, very rich, especially lysine and methionine, which you know that they are the two most limiting amino acids when you look at when you consider cereals like soya, if you want to use soya meal. So you know, adopting this black soldier fly is very, very important. Not only that, it is easy to produce. It's something that you can produce in your own farm using organic waste. When you use the organic waste to produce the black soldier fly, you also have fertilizer which you can use for your plants as well in your farm. And this black soldier fly, not only for aquaculture, but you can also use it for other livestock because it's a good source of protein. It's also flexible. The flexibility in the sense that you can feed your fish with black soldier fly live or dry, or as you process it as fish meal, and then you feed your fish with it, and they do very well. Black soldier fly help in the growth rate of fish. It improves growth rate of fish very fast. Not only the growth rate, but also boost the immune system of the fish, and thereby making your fish strong. You have when you use a black soldier fly for your production, at least it reduce cost, which that's what we are after, reduction of cost of production. Imagine you produce your protein yourself, you don't need to go and buy fish meal. You have cut down about 18 to 20% of your cost of production, and at the long run, when you sell your fish, you discover that you have reduced your cost with about 30%, which you have more interest or profit at the end of the day. Are we understanding? So this program is very, very handy for our trainees. I wish you would take this very, very seriously like we did. This will also create job opportunities for you, not only for yourself, but you can use this to start business. You can start producing this black soldier fly. I've seen somebody producing it and processing it as meal and selling it. I've seen people use it to produce feed and sell the feed. So with time, when you won't have this thing to start looking for job. I congratulate all the participants, and I wish the participants a productive training and great success in applying the knowledge you acquire here. I pray that it will be as you improve your knowledge, it will be more sustainable, and it will help to sustain our aquaculture system.
On behalf of the Regional Center of Excellence in Aquaculture, I sincerely thank you all for your presence and support. We appreciate the Federal Ministries, the FAO, and ECOWAS for their commitment to youth development, food security, sustainable development across agriculture, livestock, and fisheries sectors. Our gratitude goes to ARCN management, facilitators, for their dedication in making this program a reality. To our youth participants, we commend your interest in learning and encourage you to apply the knowledge that we gained here to drive innovation and growth. Once again, we thank you all for your valuable support and partnership.
Thank you for being part of the program, and this is special report where we have been looking at the opening of youth training program in aquaculture, focusing on sustainable fish farming using black soldier fly larvae, aim to address the youth unemployment, enhance food security, and promote sustainable aquaculture in West Africa. I am Aisha Ibrahim Debon, and this is special report on your first agricultural-based television in the nation. Keep watching AFCN TV. Bye for now.